picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, that's rarely a good sign. They use a timeout before the first play of the drive. Using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run inside. It's Martin. Finding some room. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by BYU at second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Move!
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in a flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Mensah to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
And this team right now has got to be in some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and on your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Lyons. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive together. He's comfortable. He's got time in the pocket. So far, he really looks like he might be the real deal.
And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He breaks a tackle, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think we saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense in press coverage. Running inside. It's Fletcher. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Trying to run, it's Fletcher. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Miami! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And his throw is incomplete. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body.
Makes the grab in their space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Here on 2nd down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. Might be changing the route. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's looking to pass. Rush is on him. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his big tight end. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Field goal is good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Baylor taking on the number 13 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Bears, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside, it's Fletcher. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Phillips. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The give from the gun. There he goes! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Might be calling a hot route. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougars!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Throwing, Mensah. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Finding an escape route across the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensah fires to the right. Pulls it in. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. They'll send the back in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not...
Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last two possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man, it's Lofton. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Mensa. They're setting up the screen. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Darian Mensa from the gun on 3rd down. Back's got it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Miami.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Using his legs, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. got the quick completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Working on the right. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Could be an alley. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Yeah, and I think the comeback route when you run it against man is so hard to defend because I'm that DB. I'm thinking I can't get beat deep. I can't get beat deep. And then all of a sudden he slams on the brakes and comes back to the football. Really hard route to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. He goes right back to the air. Buying some time. Myers on the move. Working the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. BYU lines up with a first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Man, what a great job by this offense. And listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's 2-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in a section. 2-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be this crucial, but late in the ball game, this will decide the game.
The last touchdown, only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt.
Miami, 42, BYU, 40. Number 88, set to kick off.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.